ene ebeboa na chese atimi ayi bebre na akwadwama so a ene okita sika kuma bia na ese wanya nam bebre ede akoni abusua akwa bra na emom no we ba beboa ama nipa bia o man Ghana mu abra batumi asesa kra sanse agriculture ne ye na efa edi nyuma wodo na ma oman nyese bia ye kwakwadwa fuo nko a na emom no ye okwan bebre so a betumi afa na chese nipa bi se mabun no watumi anya dwumadie adi ewa agriculture for food and job program ya wapound to mafufui.
It's not just another initiative. It is a reaffirmation of the Akufo-Addo government's obligation to sustainable development, food security, and job creation. This program symbolizes a new era in the agricultural sector, one where the abundant water resources of our country are harnessed to provide decent livelihoods and good nutrition for our people. Aquaculture has been identified as a sector with immense potential. As a nation blessed with vast resource water bodies, it is only prudent that we make concerted efforts to exploit these resources efficiently. The Aquaculture for Food and Jobs program is designed to do just that. By developing a robust aquaculture industry, we're ensuring food security and creating employment opportunities, particularly for our youth. This program is not just about increasing fish production. It is also about transforming lives. By investing in aquaculture, we are creating thousands of jobs for our youth and women, empowering them with the skills and resources needed to build sustainable livelihoods. This initiative will support families, improve incomes, and contribute to the overall well-being of our communities.
Anoti we adwumadie fofora Ghana mampani MPP aban no ede aba na chese we ne yakua adwuma ne fa eno hwe eyensuo namo eso akwakocha ena chese wapautuma ebeboa ama edi enwuma abre adehye wo oman mu a panifo etimi edi ehonkomo no yen konsem foforo mu ne yefa yani nkyem na hyebedwafie na ene nansem ho no mo de eyade am na hyebedwam nya sanketo akra Government Assurance Committee wamene panifo bi edi kaso bom twetwe nkomo ema jesensema wudo bi ena afiasoe bia wode da no no obuhu akonta de kyerem panifo na saa eye Government Assurance Committee ni titrani eye onmonyamfo eye Samuel Kujato Ablakwa wono ena eye emrahye giram edema Northton emrahye pani ena chesenu ane da na nya senkuma kra na ene ebra onimonyamfo Bernard Okoboy awono eye soafo no na hwe ahoden ho nsem so anasem pomden ho nsem so wokogina committee yanim ena ese onu omune ni edidi nkomo na eno na chairman edema sa committee eye onimonyamfo Kujato Ablakwa ene wotopem no kyerese na nsem wo sei no eyade a ambulance hudwumadie ewo man Ghana mu ha sei no ene yenyanete se aban no atua $34 million ena ede ama eye adwumakuo bi afene Service Ghana Auto Group Limited ena chese onimonyamfo Bernard Okoboy echiem chensemu no chese enya no kura bi asa sanse wono ankasa atumi na so atoto fom ene obeye mra eye panipa na se wosoafo no na ehwe mpomde ho nsem so no watumi aye ne checks awurawura mu ahu se enya de a sikatwetwiri DB ti se $34 million no watumi atua ede ama eye Service Ghana Auto Group Limited se sika ne enko ka o nsasa enu nti no enokura bia enim ene nam so ema eye onumunyamfo eye okujato ablakwa echese sobuo ni nyina am tete ne bedadia na wode bebo enkane soafo anu wo hwe empomden ho nsem so onumunyamfo kwaku agima manu ana afesu no soafo a wono no atwam ekọ eye Kenoforiata finance minister former sanse se nipa mienu na kamuti epam ho ageze wonim kura no eka nafua enum ansana onumunyamfo.
Out of the 104 districts and 2 psychiatric hospitals, 96 are active. Active means that we have contractors on site. Progress of works of the 96 active sites as of June 2024 ranges from 5% for sites that commenced recently to over 80% for some other sites. Honorable Chair, the project has been put into zones for the sake of coordination and management. And obviously, if we have some facilities that have gone quite far. The last time we are working closely with, it's being coordinated from the office of the Chief of Staff, but we are working closely with the office. And I must say that some districts have seen significant progress. Others meet progress. Others are now taking place. And basically, before I conclude, largely what determines why some facilities, like the one at Bodi, is about 70% complete, whilst this particular one is 21%, has to do with the attitude of the contractor, the ease with which the land issues were settled in terms of having site plan and documentation all set.
Abusia formula sibe dwafie hono a ena soafo hwe empomdi ho nsem so onimonyamfo Bernard Okoboy ene empanifo koso ane ne dinkomo ebusia se fano agenda 114 eno ne AMPP aban ebetra banwa so ena sa wode agenda ebetu dwa ene enka ne kura wo hyase na ye agenda 111 asa agenda we se no ene se district ahodo me chairmansi ahodo obehwe no wasi ayasa bia hodo de ama adehye bia omansi ahodo mu o man ganam ha sei na ene obi ho dodo no a ye de na kwakopie mu hono makwaja ya hwe ama neoma atimi akonkane eno no watu din agenda 111 a chese ene ame no ekasei emiensa ebeka ho eno ti azia no agenda 114 na onimonyamfo Bernard Okoboy ena chese ene government assurance committee no de wo no ebusa no se sia no agenda 114 no ya sabia bako 114 ena wo hwe esu obesie no akwakosi sei na onimonyamfo Bernard Okoboy ono no ya health minister to assurance committee nanim ekire se sia de eyade a aduonu nwotwe 28 ene akakitikiti na so mo asie awie wo man choro ne nto aso na chese ade hye atimi akwaje ayahwe wo honom na oto aso kire ni nsemu wo committee nanim ekire se ene se sia no eyade a ayasabia no a AC 114 no emu 96 ene under construction achese ene mabun na afa adwumayfo ejina so tenten a wo ye na emom ni 28 ne de se de tie bia no enche engosia afia wie ye de ye betumi apa hontoma de ache Ghana fo nyina hu se ampa agenda 114 no etimi ebo adwuma pa sei ena adwumadi ana se kasa ho adwumadi e ko so na hye bedwa fie no etimi ye.
During COVID, we realized that it's not convenient to move people from where they are to districts or to regions for care. So it's based on this particular need that this government, for that matter, President Akufo-Addo, dared to put together this very audacious plan. of building 111 facilities at a go, or as a part of the program, at a cost of $1.765 billion. And in fact, I appreciate the doubts of some of our people because it's quite monolithic. But what I'm happy about, Honorable Chair, is that over time, a lot of communities have realized that it can be done. And fortunately for those we've actually categorized them as we speak into three bands. Band A are those that are 65% and above. Band B are between 65 and about 40%, whereas those lower, like this one, are in Band C. Meaning that those in Band A, about 28 or so facilities, are likely to see the light of day probably even before the end of this year. At certain places, even towns were fighting over which town within a district should host the general one. And if you don't resolve these things and rush, you can get a backlash. So I think that is land issues is the first thing that accounted for the change in the timeline.
Orimanyafo Bernard Okoboy etwa so cheche nsemu kakra kire se ayasabia ye dom animu a wom esie no eyade a omtimi wie ni nyina de a ene eyade a chese enwuma bebu pa anya enwuma be se 60,000 ena chese betimi abu amamu hanu amade hia bi a chese wom agi ayarehwe na afeso wom hwe ayare ade hia wom yare no entimi nkoba se biom titifie mawie na sene ade minya atuma nye saa asem ni nyina be asem bia ebetwam eno ti wo hye committee ne bo che se yenhwe ankosi se saa adwumadie be kɔ na wie ne de ene enwuma ebebu oman yi mu.
The presentation that we had, I think I'll finish the committee with the specifics, but we have an average number that will be working in the district hospital, the number that is expected to work in regional hospitals, and the number that is expected to work in the psychiatric hospitals. And I think when the math was done, over 60,000 Ghanaians are expected to fill these slots. I said over because they're specific, but the average number that man a district, a standardized one. Of course, the regional hospital is higher than the district hospital. So, God willing, over 60,000. I wish I had the exact figure, but 60,000 plus individuals will get opportunities to work in these hospitals. Thank you.
Asianku ani manesa na matran konwa a ewo eye kokomlemle anu akomiti apam ho ameno ekasei ene 2024 womo ho a no ne festival na sa fasha obedie no wapound makra wa chewiase nyina sampa ene 2024 de no ebetumi ayesonko kra na ene womo asemtu ade to so ene se ye nyina beko eye kokomlemle na chese ye nyina ka bom aye bako a chese wade nsem bebre na tu dwa chese afi nso akwakoya afesronko a wom edi afahye no na chese enche ye beto aba enu nti unity no a wom ede ato wom dwumadie so sasemti no enu so behia ewo mabu ni fam dodo no a enso ya manyofo no se wonyina betumi aye bako eni ani aye echeche nsemu ede to home base kase NMC
Oni wa afine kete afiji obi ake afine ni wo ba yi efi kinjo efi ekomi fimu obi ni pasabasa kura ataba osumo ni okura afine ku kete di ko ba afine ke la ko e to ya afine ni na no chilalo wa ya osutu so to meet or meet so to issue for the cafe no ya planta ya chi ni sawa ku o ti with so to much long version the record of nation on the 17th of August in Bahrain or the Achano Kaya Kutuku, Wakua, Community 24.
Abusiafo anto ansam ne so na yenkoya nim na ne ekuo bi a won atumi eye susude na waye survey no na chese wadinani atofom ahwe se we be koyi na se we nkoyi se ekuo no ena nei eyade a watimi eye susude sonkokra global info analysts ena es waye nhwehwemu akyeremu se ukopiem waye guhyegu abatompasua so a emrahye badwane a wogiram ewo ho sei Onumunyafo Tampuli anhwe ye pa dia na December 7th anhwe akonya no obedani agya akonya be free ni sa simple chese sabia woye ye no chese afi empinu ene adwo no 2020 abato ekoso no dodo no adi na chi a chese woni adehye no edi nkomo woye constituency nim no wo mo chese wapa bakra eno ntino wobedane ede ama eye NDC candidate a wono tie akonwa so anase wono so pre tumi no ebiesem na hyebedwane enuti global info analysts ede ato yewura Tampuli anim se wonya hweye pa no hwe ba bi otosi anya sa ebre na kanisa adehye no betimi adini hwemo kese pa na chese wode tumi ni nyina de ahye NDC krachia wono pre tumi no akom na hyebedwamu no akofa akonwa adisuo no ensa enunti wei eye futuo sonko a saa eye eku a won aye survey edi ato yewura Tampuli anim se animanimu ya no woni eye constituency no atumi enidi nkomo na wonhwe babi otosi na na wonsiesie na bibia entumi enkonkane abusuan fansemi bi entwa so na yekopiemu ewo eye achimodan abatompasua so enkane Pani anu ahwe sikasem nsem so na chese controller and accountant general eye onmonyamfo akwasi kwanim ena mene ekasa ekopiemu ewoye odan abatompasua so a wono atimi abon ho mode pa fidie tetafo yi bie miche motorbike en wode bako dunum ede ama dihye bia ekasa ede man pipi amanyokuo no ese ne onye no oncheche ma enoma etumi konkane na eno na nam so ema chese ukopiemu ewoye achem suadura pani a wono eye titrani edima pipi amanyokuo no eye onimonyamfo fobi wono so ena ejina mu pa eje sa chedie nyina na yewura fobi a wono no eye achem suaduro MPP titrani no edi tudwa echese wo mu sei sa achem suaduro ni sei wo madikan enya dunum dada wo manya du dada ene nei wode eye enum edema eye odan MPP adehye bia kasa de ma eye amanyokuo wo eye mpotem ho no echesa mpa wonimonyamfo kwanim ebo ne homoden pa enunti wode adesrade anase wode eye nase sonko ene de ma former eye controller and accountant general ise watumi abo ne homoden bia atimi ayede kese sei ede ama wo mo na wono so ede afutuo sonko ene de ma adehye bia ekasa de ma amanyokuo MPP ni se wamunkoso anya jumaden na etumi emwapa
ampa motobas no ya receive na ya diama obia se onfa na onfa nkonko ya dwuma emwa party no se na party no yeda wubo ni nema ya ye no amanfo beti na radio station na omuso etimi di ho adanse ni modern bo ni de editwam anye afie na wo hyase last 4 years ye election sa mimi constituency kwa blame motobas 11 or the 5 command a chance constituency or some or down constituency to bus 5 and you came no logistics to be bra or the man aspirants and MPs no any PC for na normal contest at that time no or boamo and I say quite limited registration or buy now okay can or buy or buy share or back around so share medente a consul buy in the constituency no or the boy about say a good so a yard they say sell the my name so the be kind Eddie kind no near you hear manos no or the boy nti ni mo a wode bo party ndie editwam sense party ni mo na wo no toye nti no so woni je kase e wo party no ho se ba bia du bia no na ho ode nyansa ni mu bia bebo party no na party na break the 8
awusiawie ne sano ena kopiemu apoema ntemu a ene MPP adehye bia kasa edema MPP amanyokuo no epani abedi akire yewura Nelson eno ono so ejira mu eji eye achimodan motorbike no edema adehye no and watch us wedi ebeboa pa nani aso yewura kwanim a wono no eye former controller and accountant general no na de a waye ewo ye mpasua no so no ebeboa pa ma dani dan nyina no adehye bia ebon to ade ma MPP amanyoko no watumi anya odo ne anichie e de aye adwuma se beye mpa December 7th tumi no ebetumi abehye omunsa enu nti sei ena onimonyamfo Nelson Ntiamoa wache ni nsemu fae
na se ama yura kweni bosompem adodo na afre na controller Mijina Achemansa block as Deputy Regional Communications Director for the block name Wayamaye. The motorbikes or the Amaye motorbikes are do inu out the my no ebeboy edwuma yimpa fise Oja Achemansa block na radio stations ahodo na wo ha bano atweaman ewo ho ofie wo ho Achemansa wo ho bosome wo ho mana nso abeka ho ewo acheanse fe wo community FM yo strong FM ni nyina ya FM stations a yidi edwumadi wo ho etode bi wo ha obewie baako no na wo so akọ baako eka ho tina me ye prepa nti motorbikes o de amaye ne de bebua ye edwuma yi no ama ya communication no abrano no se eto nsafrewa obetimi ayentem eduro ho
abse nyina weso na yentwa ho komra yekoba adwedie mu nsam ye behwe ensem bia ekoso Absiamu akwaba de ba adwadie mu ensem eso na ye to adwadie mu ensem eso a na eyade a nei ya gudie a no ye gold no Minerals Commission de abetutwa echese eyade a gold a Ghana yetumi edikopie mu ewo obi man so no eyade e konanim ye pa aboa amachese enkosi safi be kona wie na chese yetumpon ekonanim na eno na executive director edima Minerals Commission Yewura Martin ayisi echechensem na woche se we no emane eye possible anase we emane wie mu die ebra afia nkasa no ye ba no 3 months ne se na se first quarter no yade a gold production no etimi ahwiri konanim pa se yesisa gold afri eye wo my Ghana mu no etimi ekonanim fa ba bia na chese yetubi fa ba bia etimi enya gold ne ade ene ekonanim entina enei a chese ye hwe ni mu ase ye bekwa fie wie ye no Yewura Martin ayisi anu no eye Minerals Commission Director no e de atudwa e chese eyade a ye betumi atumpon akoyanim pa se ye di gold e free eye ye man mu akopie mu ewo obi eman eso enu ti wo chese sesi ane de e ba no ye gudie se gold no a Ghana ye gina yi pa Abusia yenyina eno so na yentwa ho enkomra yekoba obi man so nsem ebedomu asiko Abusia mo akwaba edema eba obi man so kasebo eso na Yekopiem wa America mani mu a meno ekase yade a nipa miensa bi bribia atwam wa mukọ kansense mepa wa Russia mani mu a ene ekoye mitime ho ase kakra yetwea ne yehwa ni mu se nipa miensa ebetumi agya wa mo meno ekase yade a Russia oman no agya se nipa miensa de ama US for awe akwakwa anigye ne odosronko de ama sa nipa emienu a enya asenketwa na no ana manebo echire mu no ebra sa nipa miensan pono wotena yewiem hyemu ekopie mu ewoye omu US no womudruye eyade a mampani Joe Biden ena afesu no ne vice womu nyina committee pam ho kohia nipa miensan eno mu didi nkomo a chese wodidi nkomo bia na eso ani ye pa nsampo na sa nipa miensan ekohia na busuafo eno na nam so mampani Joe Biden ede eto wo manim eche sampa wɔn yɛ akofoɔ wɔn akonkoden nea wɔn ayɛ yi yɛ adeɛ a ɛkyerɛ sɛ mpa wɔn aba mu emu da san sɛ ɛkwan a Russia wɔn prison service no de wɔn fa so no na ɛni enyan na nso wɔn ampa ba wɔn kuta wɔn die mu a besi nɛ abɛtɔ dwase agya wɔn no ampa nyɛ asɛm ketewa ɛno nti wɔn akwaba kɛseɛ paa ɛna kyerɛ sɛ wɔgyina so etufo ɛma ɛyɛ adehyeɛ wɔ ɛyɛ US man mu nyinaa ehu sampa dani dan nyinaa no ɛwɔ sɛ otimi etutu ɔmanam eyie ɛno nti kɔpie mu US man mu a nigye kakra atumi afiri hɔ nom abɛka yɛnsa ɛno no na yɛpie mu ɛyɛ Sudan man ni mu a meno ɛka sɛ yɛade akɔpie mu wɔ Sudan man ni mu ɛna ɛkɔmbrane bi paa ɛna atumi akye adehyeɛ bi wɔ hɔ paa ne nyinaa egyina menteme ho ase a bɛbere santini Sudan man mu hɔnom no agye ɔman no abɔsoɔ meno ɛka sɛ Big Sudan no atumi yi ɛdan bi anaasɛ adehyeɛ bi baabi a ɔmo da no menteme ho ase ne ntɔkwa no ɛno na ɛnam so ɛma camp a kyerɛ sɛ betumi afa nipa bɛɛ sɛ mpem num 5000 bu ne nyinaa de agu fam a akwa awɛ osɛm kɛseɛ paa na ɛna nam so ɛma mpanifo kyerɛ mu sɛ saa menteme ho ase ɛtoa so ɛkɔ n'anim de a na kyerɛ sɛ Sudan ɛnkyɛ koraa no de obɛdie bɛɛ den san sɛ si a koraa no a menteme ho ase kakra ɛma ne ho mmerɛ so no amakɔm kɛseɛ paa ɛna atumi asi hɔ no mo yɛnyina no so na yɛntwa ho nkɔmra yɛba agudie mu nsɛm yɛde bɛtoa so Jonathan Opon ayɛ krado a bɛtoa so na wama yɛ agudie mu nsɛm yɛhu deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ agoprama hodoɔ ɛso
Ghana de shebere wase asama kwaba awukensie musem ayen saka anambra se said it to HB News meeting any Jonathan Opon quickly yebesha se Edifri Ghana Football Association headquarters over the midweek ukopie mudiana to say blood donations etimi ekoso eho ema eno eboa ama bibia etimi akoin to kopie mu a na to say doctor bako ono ewo Greater Accra Regional Hospital George atipo yetimi ne atwetwe nkomo efa blood donation no senia ebetimi aboa ene enyama ombetimi ede ayentientie ne nsem ne bia otimi ekan
Ghana Football Association donate blood and one key then woman so blood. Ghana and say yes or so blood. Then a buyer some Ghana Football Association, Ghana GFA Foundation and come on.
First of all, you better GFA Foundation as actually the power of networking is very important. Chairman Nankasa no my classmates into sa traka no e wo hodeda and because of the influence of Ghana Football Association Foundation and October Safre last year and ye be blood donation this year so ye see you say a annual affair because Blood Donor Day, World Blood Donor Day actually is around 14th of June, but ye ntimi anya sa ada no and ye to share and say nyame adoma yebetimi aye nti abrowa yi poma kwan mu no yenya akwanya no say yebeye na ebe na yede nya moja dodo for the Greater Accra Regional Hospital Blood Bank said yebeye obi ma hospital a ebia only obi a obeba betwi moja ma na onya moja
Well, Doc, what's Ghana Football Association? I'm sure GFA Foundation. I see Abuwa nipa bebree. Na mo so mo do ho abedon. What she say annually every year bia no. Obeye e de Abuwa wo mo a ehia moja na de. Mo start how has it been like? Mobile is a process na question.
Oh, last year yenya moja dudona off the cuff no me kai dudu yenya, but it was very impressive last year. And at this year so yeah bomoding yeah hwe say e besa yesa. Usually, no voluntary blood donation is very important. Say moja in the blood bank, no, you have blood in the blood bank to stock the blood levels, so that the various blood groups, this is a very laudable corporate social responsibility that the GFA Foundation is embarking on.
Okay, ahead of the World Donor Day, what is your message out there?
Well, the World Blood Donor Day is a day set aside for people to voluntarily come and donate blood. We want to get to that point. Say, because we know that voluntary unremunerated blood, moja one chiahoka na wa every na one of the best blood that you can give to stock the blood bank. And now, voluntary donors, and so we have discovered that there are many of the transfusion transmissible infections are any omomojemu. Until they are one of the healthiest people, and most of the time their blood levels are adequate to be donated, and these are the best blood groups that you can get.
Yabatra in Semnosu Yedieni Ebechimu Olympic Games 2024 Paris. Ana tujana ukopie mu dia na chesenda no pay Ghanaian athlete Rose Yeboah ono high jumper otimi ewili na ukopie mu dia na chese yade a 1.83 meter bar no otimi ewie 1.88 mark bar no so eno so Rose Yeboah otimi ewie 1.92 meters bar eho anane 3 attempts nia otimi no otimi eferi enti kopie mu ewo ni journey ewo 2024 Olympic Games dia na etimi abaniwie wentimi an qualify ewo enti yanhwe senior performance no esi ekwe Rose Yeboah of Ghana.